Hey guys, it is me Flavio and I'm back with another Clash Royale video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you a few of my replays. So here is the first one. This was against a level 7. So since I have the tombstone, I start off with the tombstone in the center. And I fireball the elite barbs, and the tombstone takes care of one of the barbs, but the other one gets a few hits on the tower. Now I place the ice wizard in the back. Okay, I guess, yeah, I'm gonna go with giant skeleton in the back. I use skeleton army to counter the prince, and then I place the ice wizard so that the witch locks onto the ice wizard and the skeletons can take out the prince. So now I've got a giant skeleton and an ice wizard. He uses skeleton army, so I zap the skeleton army. And now he doesn't have a lot of stuff to counter the giant skeleton. I throw in the goblin barrel to get some more damage, and his tower takes a lot of damage there. His tower is left with just 84 health, so one fireball will do the job. But I place a tombstone in the center for some more defense. And now he's gonna rush me with elite barb, so I use giant skeleton to defend against them. He's gonna use minion horde, but now I know that the giant skeleton bomb will take care of the minion horde, so I give him a thumbs up. And there you go, the minion horde gets taken care of. And now I think I'm gonna fireball his right tower. Yeah, so there you go, I fireball the right tower. And now I'm probably gonna use an ice wizard in the back. So he comes in with his witch in the back. I go with my ice wizard in the back, and now I drop a Inferno Dragon behind the ice wizard, just because I have no idea what he has in mind. So now I also drop the giant skeleton to do a huge push. I'm gonna zap the skeleton army, and the giant skeleton is gonna take out the witch. The ice wizard is gonna take out the minion horde. That's the reason why I don't fireball. I drop another ice wizard, and he dropped a prince, but the tombstone is slowing down the prince. I drop another Inferno Dragon, and with just 18 seconds left, it doesn't look like he can do much. I place another tombstone just for some extra defense, just in case he decides to switch lanes. And this is probably going to be game with just 4 seconds left. He drops elite barbs, but I place my ice wizard for some more defense. But that's it, that is game right there. So that was the first game. Now let me show you the second one. So this second game was against a level 8. And since I don't have the ice wizard, I'm gonna start off with either the giant skeleton or the goblin barrel. Okay, so I start off with the giant skeleton. Okay, I'm gonna start off with the skeleton army to counter the hog, and giant skeleton in front of the musketeer. He's gonna log. That was a nice log that completely shut down my skeleton army. But my giant skeleton is going to take care of the musketeer. I use the Inferno Dragon to counter his Inferno Dragon. The giant bomb is not going to make it to the tower. He uses spear goblins to take out my Inferno Dragon, which was pretty good. And both of my towers have taken some damage now, but I'm up 2 elixir. So I'm going to go with an ice wizard in the back. And I'll place a tombstone in the center for some defense. So he's gonna come in with giant skeleton hog, with giant hog, so I'm gonna use skeleton army to counter the giant. He logs, but fortunately the tombstone skeletons and a few skeleton army skeletons survive, and the giant does not get a single hit on the tower. And now I've got my giant skeleton moving towards his left tower. I throw in the goblin barrel, and I zap the Inferno Dragon so that it retargets onto the goblin barrel. And now the giant skeleton bomb is going to do some damage to the tower. It's going to do damage to the Inferno Dragon as well, so I won't have problems taking out the Inferno Dragon. I'm going to drop a tombstone to distract the Inferno Dragon so that the tower can take it out easily. I'm going to use my skeleton army to counter the hog. He logs the tombstone, but fortunately my skeleton army skeletons survive, and I just need a fireball and zap to finish off that tower. I use my Ice Wizard to defend against the Musketeer, and now I use my Inferno Dragon to counter his Inferno Dragon. I've got zap ready as well. I use Tombstone to counter the Mini P.E.K.K.A. The Spear Goblins take out my Inferno Dragon, but that's not a problem. I use Giant Skeleton now, but yeah, he manages to take out my left tower because of his Giant Skeleton. Now I'm gonna have to use Skeleton Army to counter his Giant, and I zap his left tower so that I can take it out. The Giant does not get a single hit, and now I'm gonna go with an Inferno Dragon Goblin Barrel Push on the right side just to add some more pressure. He logs, but unfortunately for him, the log did not hit the Goblin Barrel, and now his right tower is under some serious pressure with just 6 seconds left. There's no way that he can win this game, and that's going to be game right there for him. So this was the second game against a level 8, and now let's see the last game, this one which was against a level 9. Okay, so since I have the Ice Wizard, I'm probably going to start with the Ice Wizard in the back. He uses a Goblin Barrel, so I'm going to have to Fireball. And now I go with the Ice Wizard. Okay, now I have the Tombstone, so I place the Tombstone in the center. He places an Inferno Dragon right at the river, which does not make any sense. And now I'm going to place an Ice Wizard near the Baby Dragon so that the Baby Dragon locks onto it, and the tower can take it out easily. And he drops in Spear Goblins, but the Ice Wizard is going to take out the Spear Goblins. I place a backward Giant Skeleton because now I know that he uses Inferno Dragon, so now I use Skeleton Army against the Goblin Barrel, but the Goblin Barrel gets a few hits because he did not place it on the tower, he placed it a little behind the tower. And now I'm gonna go in with a Goblin Barrel Inferno Dragon push. The Giant Skeleton is getting taken out by the Inferno Dragon, and the Inferno Dragon though is not gonna get any hits on the tower. I'm gonna have to use my Ice Wizard to take out his Skeleton Army, and he places another Tombstone for defense. I'm gonna place my own Tombstone in the center. So here he logs my Ice Wizard, which I don't think was a good idea. That was just a waste of 2 elixir. And now I'll place a Tombstone in the center. He places an Inferno Tower at the bridge again. So I'm gonna go with an Inferno Dragon Goblin Barrel push on the left lane. He uses his Goblin Barrel on the right side, and he manages to take out my right tower. But now I zap the left tower so that it retargets onto the goblins, and the Inferno Dragon takes it out in the last second with a sliver of health left. Now I'm gonna use the Ice Wizard to defend against the Baby Dragon, and okay, he uses his Goblin Barrel, so I have to Fireball here. Now I'm gonna use an Inferno Dragon to counter the Baby Dragon, and the Skeleton Army is going to get taken out by the Ice Wizard. No, actually I have to zap the Skeleton Army because it was pretty weak there. Now the Ice Wizard is going to take out the Tombstone Skeletons. I'm going to have to Fireball the Goblin Barrel again, and now I don't have anything to counter the Skeleton Army, so I have to use my Tombstone and Skeleton Army to counter his Skeleton Army. And now with just 5 seconds left, I go for an all-out push with the Giant Skeleton and Inferno Dragon in the center. He doesn't have a lot of elixir to defend. Now here, I was trying to zap his Tombstone Skeletons, but Fortunately for me, he dropped a skeleton army as well, so I got the skeleton army for free. Now the giant bomb is gonna hit the tower, and the Inferno Dragon is gonna... Okay, the Inferno Dragon did not take out the tower, but now I throw in the Goblin Barrel. He could have used his logger, but he did not. And okay, he did use his log, but since the tower just has 124 health, and my fireball does 130 health, that's gonna be game for him right there. So I finally won against a level 9 as well. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for this video. That's all I wanted to show you guys. Thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next video.